मुझे ये नहीं मालूम था कि आप बेफजूल के सवाल पूछेंगे।
We're live, sir.
हाई प्रोफाइल केस है. कैन आई वर्क ऑन द स्टोरी?
बताओ कौन चढ़ाया गाड़ी? क्या छुपा रहे हो मुझसे?
तुम बताओ।
सीसीटीवी फुटेज में कुछ दिख गया है सर?
अपनी लड़की भी इतनी रात को बाहर घूम रही थी।
तो ठोक देने का उसको।
Why you know where this trail leads to, right?
वो इंश्योरेंस वालों का फोन था। झूठ मत बोलो रुखसाना। Stop working on the story right now.
पहचान सकता है?
Hello everyone. Two women actors whose cinematic journey has stood out for the choices that they have made. These are two women whose partnership that is beginning perhaps in this cinema will be standing out and will be talked about in years to come. These two women stand up for what they are and they are pretty unabashed about it. And that's what their cinema stands for. Vidya Balan and Shefali Shah, pleasure to speak to you about your new performance.
Thank
and
you,
why
thank
is
you.
it called Jalsa? Vidya, would you take that question?
Why is the film called Jalsa?
Yes.
I think Jalsa is technically, or rather its definition is a congregation of a people, the coming together of people, mostly for a celebration. Here also, it's the coming together of people for one event, but it is ironic what that Jalsa spawns. And I will leave it at that because I want you to watch the film. I want everyone to watch the film and then make sense of the title.
Yes, I was watching the trailer and Shefali Shah, Jalsa for me would be this congregation of two leading stars coming together. And they are very intense. There is a Maya and a Ruxana. Will that be also seen, and why is it about lies and deceit? I'm not able to, from that trailer, nobody will be able to understand what it is about. But the fact is that it is so intense.
True, it is intense, it's raw and it's real. It's not just about lies and truth because there is a lot in between that. And lies and truth is very relative. It's also about conflict, not just conflict in between characters, but internal conflict that every character is having with themselves. And one incident that makes everyone question their ideas of morality. So Jalsa is all of that and more. And of course, it's a thriller, but it's a human drama thriller. It's a film that's going to keep you guessing right till the end. Even like Vidya was just talking about the title, the title comes in the most unexpected place and form in the film. I was like, I wanted to whistle when I saw it.
Right. I didn't even know.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Despite having done the film, I had no clue that the title would appear like that.
True.
And when it did, I was always like, what?
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And by the time that happens, emotionally that film has really, it's kind of gotten into you. And I remember I was bawling and the title, I wanted to whistle along with it. And I felt so bad that I couldn't whistle.
And Vidya, these days we are seeing those hoardings of yours with, of course, the hashtag search for change.
Right.
And women in lead role. Increasingly, we are seeing multiple Netflix series, Amazon series, OTT platform series, and also movies where women are playing the lead role. They are the face on the posters. They are the driving force in these cinema. And this time around, we have two phenomenal women coming together. I'm just trying to understand Vidya Balan, Shefali Shah, very distinct yet very alike.
Absolutely true. I think we've realized over the past few days since we began promotions, or more than a week actually, that we share a lot of similarities in the way we think, in the things we say.
Yeah.
And probably we're also distinct, and we probably work in our own unique ways in terms of having our own unique processes. But I think there is something that's like Shefali's mom told me at the screening 2 days ago. She said, you all could have been sisters.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's told me also.
And I was like, wow.
But a lot of people said that when the poster came out as well.
Right.
Like that,
Yeah.
it's like you don't know which. It's like two
sides
faces
to-
of one person kind of thing.
Yes, as an outsider who has watched both of you, I will actually say that I've seen that your choices are very, very similar.
Right.
And you are two women who stand up for multiple ideas of what a woman is. And that brings me to my next question. The role of women artists, both in front of the camera and out and behind. Shefali, will you take that question?
The role of a woman, well,
Artist.
it's. Why do we even need to discuss this? We do not discuss the role of a man behind a camera or in front of it. But having said that, when you see the work that's happening on OTT, there are women leading the shows. Not only are they the face of a show, but they're the producers, they're directors, they're head of channels, of networks, and it's amazing. And it's been long overdue, and it's changing. There were few, like I remember when I was shooting for Human, and she was an assistant to Shishada, and I entered the set, and they put up a crane trolley, and I saw her. She was girl, and I saw her there. I can't tell you how proud I felt.
Yeah.
I clicked a picture. I said, I want this picture for myself.
Yeah.
I felt so proud.
Similarly, on a film I just finished after Jalsa, there was the second unit camera was being operated by a girl, and she would just like carry the camera and suddenly be running, and I was like, wow, you know, now it's so
True.
wonderful to see so many women on set, and not just in the costume department.
True.
Or, we're seeing them do the heavy lifting also. And like Shefali said, Amazon is being internationally headed by a woman. Even here, there's Aparna, who's a content head, and then so many, writers, directors, producers, technicians, actors. My God,
Yes.
women's stories.
And you play a journalist.
Yes.
How important it is to have a very realistic depiction of, the character that you play. Because, we have seen that journey from Shakuntala Devi to Sherni, and in case of Shefali Shah, Delhi crime.
Yeah, I think I enjoy the realistic depiction, and I work with people who also enjoy that. Therefore, I think we end up working together. And for example, here, I do think that it's not about, the story is not about her being a journalist. Okay, but the stakes get upped because she's a journalist. The moral, ethical dilemma that she's going through gets pronounced because of that. But it is therefore, since it's an integral part of the film, we have tried to get the world of the newsroom correctly, and I hope you all feel we've done justice once you watch the film.
I look forward to watching that. That idea of realism, Shefali, how do you view that?
I
To
think
make it as personal, real, for anybody to believe. So for a journalist like me, a political journalist, I would want to see what Vidya Balan stands up for, what her dilemmas are. Do I face that in real life?
I feel, the reason I'm an actor is because I can become so many people and live their lives, not act like them. If on screen, during a film, you remember Shefali and not the character, if you see Shefali instead of the character, I think it's my failure as an actor. So, when you remember the work I've done as Vartika Chaturvedi, or, Ruxana, or Gaurinath or whatever, I think I've managed to do what I went out to do. For me, it's paramount. It's paramount. I cannot begin to tell you what it means to me to be real. I don't know any other way to be. It takes a lot of effort.
It does indeed. And Rukhsana, was Maya selected first or Rukhsana? And who among the two of you was told first about the second character here?
Actually, Suresh wrote the film with Shefali and me in mind for Rukhsana and Maya. But, you know, because I've worked with Suresh before, I guess, and he was due to meet both of us around the same time, but I think I met him one day before Shefali happened to meet him. It's just the way things panned out, but there was no who came first.
True.
No chicken, no egg situation.
And why is it that women tend to bring out that intensity of human emotion more in a way that it is more raw and believable than men? I genuinely feel that because I've been watching a lot of both of you to understand that you tend to be more, I would relate to it and say, ये तो किसी के साथ भी हो रहा होगा.
Right.
Somebody is staying in a particular part of India, एक किसी गांव में, ये उनके साथ भी हो रहा होगा.
You know, sorry, would you like to take it? No, you know, I feel that what happens is the male actor roles are a bit restrictive. They don't explore vulnerability like the female actor roles do. And therefore, they don't allow for that intensity. Whereas the so-called character male actor roles still have that scope, but not the male hero roles. Which is why I think it's so much exciting work is happening for female acters.
Yes,
You know, it's so
that we are living
layered,
in,
it's
Shefali.
nuanced. The kind of stuff you want to like chew into, you know. And you look at a woman on screen and you say, I know her. Oh, she's me. No, she's her. No, she's you. You know, it's so relatable.
Also, I feel, I agree with Vidya, but I also feel our society has this ingrained thing for generations that men are supposed to be strong. Hence, they don't even, I mean, you know, I tell my child that, listen, it's fine to cry. You have to. And in your vulnerability is strength. But men are not expected to doing that. So we women accept it that it's a part of our lives.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel shy about expressing my emotions, and neither does Vidya. You know, but I feel men would be slightly more guarded at just, I'm not talking about actors, I'm talking about
Men per se.
Men per se and the perception of men. And hence it also translates, obviously, because like Vidya has been saying very correctly, that cinema is a reflection of what is happening around us.
Shefali, that is also because of what we have seen of both of you. That you tend to explore vulnerabilities and showcase them. I'm not too sure how many female lead actors who have created a particular image of themselves would want to explore that side.
We're both greedy.
Very greedy.
And hungry.
Yeah, totally.
So I think, you know, I think then you probably make those choices, and thankfully we get offered
that
those
kind of
of
work,
roles.
yeah.
Shakuntala Devi had all the shades. So did Delhi Crimes. I mean, I've seen both of you, and then I keep on wondering that what new will you be offering? What more dilemma in terms of a woman's journey you'll be offering? And it's so phenomenal to see this stellar combination coming together. Shefali, you know, I have watched you, and even the photographs that you get clicked, you know, people do it, and every time I watch it, there is that character in you that comes out. And then we feel that is so real. And why is it that she's showing that side of herself? Why do you show that to us?
Because this is me. I do a job and I love what I do. But if you ask me to act in real life, I can't do it. It's too much effort. I can't do it. And well, this is me. मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? This is take it or leave it.
We love you the way you are.
It's seriously that. And yeah, I mean, that's the simplest way I can say this. That I don't
And
know any other way of being.
Yes, yes. The coming together of two of you. What was that moment? I'm just trying to understand. Of course, it was written keeping both of you in mind, but when you met for the first time on the set?
Not on the set. We actually met in the producer's office. And I remember, you know, I have long admired Shefali, and I was wondering how we've met each other like very briefly in social functions. So I was wondering, you know, our process is going to align? How is it going to work together? What is her process like in the first place? You know, because firstly, on every film, I think we as actors are also adapting to the director's style of working. And then here, there's another actor who's so well established and someone I absolutely love, and you're wondering, you know, I hope we're on the same page. Where, for example, small things like if I like to rehearse, I hope she also does. You know, those, I had those questions, and I was wondering what she'd be like, and she came into the room and just met me like we'd known each other forever. And you know, instantly I felt like, yeah,
This is a hit.
yeah, no, inshallah, yes. But most importantly, I was like, okay, this is going to be fine. Because I have to say, I've been in awe of her. So, you know, you always wonder, right? Like, what's the other person going to be like? And she was that and beyond.
Shefali?
I mean, it might sound like I'm parroting Vidya, but it's a fact. I adore her. I admire her. I respect her tremendously as an actor, as a woman. And I was so thrilled. I was practically doing somersaults when Suresh said, I want Vidya Balan and Shefali Shah. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? So I remember meeting Vidya at Abandan Shah's office for the reading, and I went there really scared because I'm thinking in my mind,
No, not possible.
I saw, and you know how I'm anyway terrified. And then I was going there and I'm thinking in my mind, Suresh Triveni is the teacher, Vidya is a favorite student. I am the late entry. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to be left out and I'm going to make a fool of myself, and I don't know how this is going to work and all of it. But there is so much warmth that Vidya exudes, and honesty. You know, when she says, I like you, she's not just saying it. And the respect, I think all three of us mutually share. You know, so, and I think from what we both heard of each other, we were both like, oh God, what's going to happen? And it wasn't because it's Vidya Balan, because like one of the first things that appealed to me, even before knowing her, was she's just so genuine. You know, so, but it's just like, I think I am very nervous when I go on a set. I am terrified.
You know, that is something that we face every day when we go for our shows, perhaps. And it's a bigger thing in your case. Last question to both of you, and I'm going to begin with you, Shefali. One character from anywhere that you would want to play, something that you have watched on OTT platforms, on cinema, Hollywood, Bollywood, or any space where you think that fits you and you would have done justice or perhaps taken it to the next level?
Well, I'm a very greedy actor. I want to do everything. I will not be presumptuous to say I fit into this. I admire so many actresses, but they're just like they're goddesses for me, okay? But there is this one character, one person, and not just because of who she was, but it's strange because I've been asked this question in all these interviews. I haven't been able to say it because it never struck me. But it's not just because of who she was, but also her story is Amrita Pritam and Sahil Ludhiana.
Wow.
The loves, I'm a hardcore romantic. So I just think, I'm getting goosebumps when I say this. I really want to do it. And I admire her and just, oof, how can someone write like this? It's like full pining and romance and oh my God. But I want to do everything, yeah. I want to do everything.
Yes, inshallah, you'll do everything. Vidya, the final thought. Which is it? Who is that character? Who's that story that you want to tell? And through yourself.
I'd like to do something Chaplin-esque because I've never done physical comedy. So that's something I want to do. But like Shefali said, I'm not very imaginative, you know, and I think we have great writers. So I hope that I appear in their dreams and they write
And their
for me.
scripts. True.
But otherwise, I don't want to preempt what they could bring to me. But definitely someday in life, I'd like to do something Chaplin-esque.
All right. On that note, I'm sure there is a producer and a director watching this, and there would be something written that will appeal to you even more. Thank you so much for joining us, two phenomenal ladies, and I'm grateful you could give me time, and all the best.
Our pleasure.
for Jalsa.
Thank you.